I'm not a huge fan of 12.
No?
Yep.
No, I like Ocean's 12.
That's an outtake.
That is an outtake. I might even just leave it in at the beginning.
Yeah.
People
Just so people go, what?
Yeah.
Wait, what?
Who likes Ocean's 12?
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
Lorraine, get in here!
It's not their fight! No, that's Ocean's 13.
Yeah.
Anyway, okay, so hi everyone, and welcome back to the new series of Film A Discussion. Now, while you're watching this, you will notice that not only do we change camera angles several times, but we also change clothes and all the rest of it, because we're filming this over the course of 3 days. Because we're wanting to do a big series of Film A Discussion. So basically, you've only just seen series 4.
It was 4.
Yeah.
It wasn't as long as we wanted it to be.
No, it wasn't. It was a few episodes long. The gap between... We were just talking about this before we put the camera on. The gap between series 3 and 4 was about 18 months.
Yeah.
It was a long time, so we didn't want to leave that amount of time again. So here we are doing another Film A Discussion. Now, in this particular segment, or for the first few videos, we're going to be talking...
5.1, we'll call it. This is season 5.1.
We're going to be talking about, first of all, steelbooks. Now,
and I'm talking about pretzels.
And we've got literally, look at this. This is like a bowl of chocolate.
Yeah,
we're just,
there's sugar, that's what we need.
Yeah, and we've got like special posh coffee as well. Which
Industrial spend.
Yeah. So basically, the first topic we're going to tackle is steelbooks, and I do want to say that obviously these are just our opinions, because I know a lot of the people watching this will really like steelbooks. I mean, we really like steelbooks, but what I'm saying is we're not slagging people off for buying steelbooks. That's just a disclaimer right there. Sam knows a lot more about this than I do, so if you want to take the reins, and I'm going to eat a pretzel.
Yeah, and we just can't stop. Basically, I just want to preface this part with a quote from Men in Black, and as we talk further, you understand where we're coming from with this quote. A person is smart, people are stupid. Okay? An individual's choice in what they buy is their choice. Me and you have said that ad nauseum. Both me and you have said we're collectors, and we both, let's face it, let's be honest with each other, we both bought something and gone, eee, and then after the dust has settled, we took it and gone, did I need that?
Yeah.
Did I actually need it? No. I wanted it at the time, and here's the thing. Steelbooks are great. I mean, can you remember when the steelbooks first started appearing? Because I couldn't really remember what titles. Because they just seem to be like
that
they're there.
Some of the earlier ones I can think of were when 20th Century Fox started releasing some of their stuff on DVD, like around the time of iRobot.
Cinema Reserves.
Yeah, and then they did the Cinema Reserve stuff. That's probably about the earliest I can remember steelbooks appearing, so they're fairly new. It's only a few years, probably like 5 years, 6 years maybe. Yeah, something like that.
And I think what it was newer releases didn't get a steelbook. It was the older releases. It was the older releases whose quality had been proven.
Yeah.
Let's say, or at least whose popularity had been proven.
Yeah.
Now, of course, if it's a new release, it's getting a steelbook. Every major release coming out this Christmas, every major studio release, even Ted's getting a steelbook. Yeah,
see, this is where one of my points, and I do probably, if you can hear noise in the background, it's the hamster who's behind the camera. She's gnawing on the bars at the moment, trying to escape.
I reckon she's just a huge steelbook fan. She's like, what the fuck?
I heard someone say steelbooks, I want them now. That is really good coffee, by the way.
I told you, mate.
Yeah. So basically, one thing that a criticism of steelbooks that I have is that everything gets a steelbook now, and they're no longer special.
No.
They no longer feel unique or particularly rare,
or just not any form of an event.
Yeah.
And they're not as well made as they used to be on a purely fundamental thing. Although, having said that, excuse me for speaking with my mouth full. We have ordered, both of us, the Batman steelbook.
Of course we have, because we both love the movie.
Now here's the thing. If the steelbook is well made, that's fine. But here's the thing. Supply and demand. Retailers nor how much demand's going to be. You have a rough idea. Play.com, and for this I'm looking in your direction, are not intentionally, I think, meeting demand. Look at the example of the Terminator Steelbook. Look at the Raid Steelbook, what happened with that. Okay. Basically, Play.com are infamous for doing exclusive steelbooks of everything and its dog. As I've said on my video where I looked at the Terminator Steelbook, the Terminator Steelbook was listed, it was released earlier this month in October, 1st of October. The listings for it commenced in, I believe, of August.
Yeah.
Within a month, it had vanished. So that was technically, no, in fact, it must have been July, because basically it was listed till the end of August, and then there were 2 months where you literally couldn't get it. That is already going for ridiculous prices on eBay, the Terminator Steelbook. The Raid, and this is where I'll bring you in, because you reacted really quite badly.
I love the Raid. Anybody who watched my review of the Raid will know I love the Raid. So I got a pretzel in my mouth. Might have not been the best idea to have a bowl of pretzels in front of us while filming this, but
it was chocolate crack, man.
Yeah, bear with us. I really, really enjoyed the Raid. It's probably one of my favourite films of this year. And I didn't know there was a steelbook because I'm not really that up to date on releases. I mean, I'm having to become a lot more savvy now, like I used to be, because you end up missing out. But the Raid, it's like you mentioned there was a steelbook. I had no idea. Oh shit! I'll try and get that. And Play.com, it's not listed, which is that's weird because it's not even officially out yet. You know, we've got a few days until release day. Starts popping up on eBay, 50 quid, 60 quid before it's been released. Because some bastards, and if any of you are watching this,
they were doing it.
Yeah, fuck you, up the arse, because they're buying multiple copies of these steelbooks and flogging them on eBay at extortionate prices. And
well, for all those people that are doing that, I was going to say I hope the mum gets AIDS. And then I thought, that's not right, that's not appropriate. I hope the mum gets super AIDS. I'm not down with it.
Well, it was like we were saying, because I freaked out.
You did, it was really funny.
Yeah. Down the phone to Sam, I was like, I can't fucking believe it. Like, these bastards are
few inches away from my ear.
Making money out of our misery. Blah, blah, blah. And it's like that whole British kind of upbringing that we've had in that, you know, you wait your turn, you play fair, all the rest of it.
That's what I said, you were just struck dumb by the unfairness of it, weren't you?
Yeah.
Look, give everybody their go. The problem is, it's 50-50. In fact, I'd say this is a trifactor. Right, the suppliers aren't making enough, which I can forgive because it's the whole thing of, well, we want it limited, we want it special.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, that's the whole point, limited editions. So,
yeah, exactly. B, the scalpers, as we just said, the people who think, and third, and most importantly, I'm pointing the finger at me and you, the consumer. If you play the game, if you pick up every steelbook that's out there just because it's a steelbook, then you're just as responsible. I picked up the Dark Knight Rises steelbook for one simple thing. I saw the artwork and I liked it.
Yeah. Well, I was online when it was listed. You know, I got the notifying email and I was like, right, okay, I'm on that because I'm not having the same thing that happened with the Play.com steelbooks. Because the Dark Knight steelbook that's coming out, it's an HMV exclusive. Yeah. So there's not going to be limitless amounts of stock. It's one chain that's releasing it.
It's not going to be as bad as the Play.com ones.
No, it won't. Yeah, Play.com is smaller than HMV anyway. You know what I mean?
I'll grant you that.
But so there will be more than your average Play.com steelbook, but the HMV stuff, it's still a limited edition. So I pre-ordered it and I text Sam. It's online now.
And I pre-ordered it.
And you pre-ordered it there and then.
But this is it. Collectors, you've got to be on the ball more than we ever have before. You know, I mean, you've literally, when it's got to the thing of, this is the 5th of October we're recording this, we pre-ordered it on the 4th. It's getting to where you have to pre-order a title 2-3 months before release to get the edition that you want.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous.
Well, it's just not cricket, if you ask me.
Yeah.
I don't like this culture of, you know, buying multiple copies. I understand people want to make money out of it, but I just don't agree with it.
I told you I considered doing it. It got to a point where I considered doing it, and then I'm like, I can't complain and perpetuate it. And I have complained. I'm complaining here, and I'm complaining in my own videos. Basically, I think measure this to be. It's up to you, the consumer, what steelbook, what films you want to buy in that packaging. But don't just collect them for the sake of collecting them, or it's gonna keep happening.
Yeah.
And prices are just gonna keep rising. Because that's a sidebar. If you pre-order these steelbooks, the prices are reasonable a lot of the time.
Yeah.
However, is it just me who's noticed? I know part of it's the economy, but the prices are creeping up. Creeping up just a little bit.
Yeah, they are, and that probably is a reaction to the state that we're in at the moment financially. And it's to be expected because the price of everything is rising.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a whole other topic.
Yeah.
You know, let's not get into
Yeah.
that. But essentially, steelbooks, they're not as special anymore. The new craze, and I can see it happening now, is digibooks.
Yeah.
The digibooks are going to be taking over, and that's going to be the next big thing in the sort of film collecting community. People are going to be going crazy for digibooks, and you know what will be the one that kicks it all off? It'll be Jaws.
Yeah, Jaws and the Gladiator one's coming out as a digibook.
And Spartacus is coming out as well as a digibook.
I'll probably get all three though. I prefer digibooks, to be honest.
Digibooks, I find, are more kind of fulfilling because you get a booklet. They are part booklet, part case, and there's a lot more information there. You get more bang for your buck, essentially.
Yeah.
But you look at Jaws, and this will be the one that really tips the balance, I bet. I'm saying it now. If I'm wrong, I'll look back at this video and, you know. Yeah. But essentially, Jaws has been released as a normal edition in a steelbook, and people have all bought a steelbook. I think it's now out of print, and it's going for anywhere at the moment between £20 and £30.
What, is the steelbook out of print?
I believe so. Either that or it's hard to get hold of. It keeps going off Amazon, let's put it that way, because I've been keeping my eye on it.
Because I know that was like a really wide release, so I'm really surprised that's going to happen.
Now, a lot of people bought that having pre-ordered it because it's Jaws, and Jaws is one of my all-time favourite movies. I didn't pre-order it because in November, I believe the 13th of November, they're releasing a 100th anniversary Universal limited edition digibook of Jaws.
Yeah, when you told me about that, I had a similar reaction to Red. I was like, fuck!
Yeah.
but again, this leads me to a point. And the thing is, you've got to turn that lens on yourself. Let's ask ourselves an honest question. Why do we care? When it comes down to it, I know we care, because that's our nature, but why do we care?
Well, the thing is, and I think this applies to movies and music and books and stuff like that, basically popular art. It's something that you're passionate about, and the good art. It's popular art, and it's stuff that people are passionate about. Like, we're passionate about movies, and when you get one of your favourite movies, like Jaws, getting an edition that, you know, is all singing, all dancing, bells and whistles, everything that you want. Of course you want it. It's like, look at the Indiana Jones box set that you've pre-ordered. It's about a tenner dearer than the normal box set. Yeah. But it's your favourite film. It comes with a load of extra stuff.
Wait, I ruined the end of my countdown there, dude.
I'm sorry, but anybody watching these videos who doesn't already know that your favourite film is Raiders, I mean, they've been...
But they've not been paying attention.
Yeah, because you've talked about Raiders ad nauseum. You know what I mean? It's like they know that Terminator 2 is my favourite. But you know, you're paying a bit extra for a box set that comes with a load of extra stuff. Yeah. And it is just stuff. It's useless, but it's
swag. It's tat.
Yeah, it is. But it's tat that you like because it's your favourite movie, and this is why people go crazy for them. But the balance has tipped now that I'd say that the mass majority of purchases for steelbooks and special edition Blu-rays are by people who want to put them on eBay rather than people who actually give a shit. And I think that's a shame because it means that people like us who are passionate about movies may struggle to get them. Yeah.